Hi there guys, it's Martyn here, and welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Catch-Up, episode 27. Just right off the bat, a few housekeeping rules to address. Yes, I'm wearing my quite frankly special glasses at the minute. Reason being, I have to keep my contact lens time down just for medical reasons, and I've got work later on, so I kind of need to save it for that. So to any of you who don't like these glasses, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to deal with it this time. Also, thank you for the comments and likes on the episode that me and Lauren did together. That was a lot of fun to do. And thank you for your questions. I know some of you have questions for Lauren, and she's had a very busy week, so she isn't with me this time. I will try and answer them on her behalf best I can. I feel like I know her quite well. Some of them I might be able to answer, some of them not. And of course the video recap. So on Tuesday we had the latest installment of the Now review, which was Now R&B, which as a genre I feel that the Now company have interpreted quite loosely, not one of my favourite spin-offs, but if you haven't seen it, please check it out. On Wednesday we had the latest installment of Video Scaries, which focused on the Max Headroom incident of 1987. That was great fun to delve into. I've been interested in that for a few years now, and something different. And also I know at the end of that video I teased that maybe next week might be on, say, anti-drink driving. I am thinking of making it a Halloween episode instead, as Wednesday falls on the 31st of October, which is Halloween. Not necessarily looking at Halloween commercials, or maybe I will, but you know, just something of that nature. And then of course we had the IDENT review, which following on from BBC Knowledge, we looked at the main idents for BBC 4 from 2005 to the present. That was a lot of fun to make actually, because I didn't actually know that much about BBC 4's ident history, so it was a good fun to delve into that. And yeah, that is our video recaps, but now we will get into your questions. So first up we have Dr. Floyd, who has a few for me. So he says, Adam, what's your favourite MCU film? My favourite MCU film, I'm hard pressed, well for a long time it was Captain America Civil War, but now honestly I think Infinity War, the Avengers Infinity War, did top it for me. 2. Favourite 12th Doctor episode? Heaven Sent. Yeah, Heaven Sent. Closely followed by Twice Upon a Time. 3. Who's better, Nick Kershaw or Howard Jones? They're both respectable artists. I prefer more Nick Kershaw songs myself, so I'm going to go with Nick Kershaw. Archie Bale's Animations and Vlogs says, 1. Have you heard of Project Zorgo? No, I haven't. 2. Brum or the Hoobs? Brum any day of the week. 3. Do you like the Beatles? I think that's how you pronounce it. If you mean the Beatles as in the band, the Liverpool band, yeah, love the Beatles. I loved them before I first moved to Liverpool for university, but yeah, love their music, great history there. And I've actually shaken Paul McCartney's hand. He was at my graduation for LIPA, which is the school he founded, and he's a pretty humble guy. Moonwalker for Life has, Lauren, do you like Britney Spears or Michael Jackson? She does like both, I know that for a fact she likes both. I don't know if she prefers one more to the other. I'd lean more towards Michael Jackson, but she's a fan of both. 2. Adam, who's your favourite Doctor Who's? Oh, what's your favourite Doctor Who series? Okay. If we're talking about whole series, I'm going to stick to New Who. I love Classic Who, absolutely love it. But in terms of whole series that have an arcs, series 2 and 4 of David Tennant's era have a very special place in my heart. That's what I grew up with. I'd have to say also, I loved series 8 and 9, Capaldi's first two. A lot of people don't like Capaldi's opening season, but I love the direction it took. And series 11 at the minute is shaping up to be pretty damn good. And 3, Lauren, who's your favourite Doctor? It's either David Tennant or Matt Smith. I know she watched both, so I'd have to double check which one's her favourite, but either David Tennant or Matt Smith. Harvey Richards says, Sega Mega Drive or Super Nintendo? For the longest time I would have said Super Nintendo, but I own a Mega Drive and I love the Mega Drive, so I'm going to be awkward and say both. 2, have you seen The Loud House? If so, what is your favourite episode? Isn't that a new Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon show? If it is, I haven't seen it. I don't really watch cartoons on TV anymore. I've sort of moved on past from that. If you still watch it, that's great, but it's just not for me anymore. 3, why are you interested in television? To be honest, I don't really know. In terms of idents, I think it was a couple years and years ago now, I just sort of looked at the history of idents and found that a good read, and then I find that with topics, there's very few topics I have a pre-registered interest. It's just I'll read something on the off chance, find it really interesting and delve into it. So that's the best answer I can give. 4, have you read the Captain Underpants book series or watched the movie? Oh yeah, I love the Captain Underpants books. 2004 and 5, I read all of those books, and I know they're still making them. I read like the first 8 or something. Captain Underpants was pretty good. I haven't seen the movie. I have been tempted to pick it up, but I just haven't got round to it yet. Let me know if it's any good. Tai Vong says, what shows do you like to watch and what channels are they on? Lastly, do you enjoy solving Sudoku puzzles? Second question first. Yes, I do enjoy solving Sudoku puzzles. I love sort of number puzzles and challenging my mind like that, brain training. So yeah, I do enjoy Sudoku. And what shows do I like to watch and what channels are they on? Well, Doctor Who's on BBC One, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire's on ITV. Casualties on BBC One. They're mainly like the main shows I watch. Orange is the New Black on Netflix, The Crown on Netflix. That's really about the key ones I look out for. Sometimes, you'll catch the odd thing on the telly and you start watching it, like The Cry on BBC One recently, or Strangers on ITV. So there's a lot of stuff that I'll dip in and out of. Digi the Robot has a few questions. Have either of you seen a YouTube poop before? I assume that's what you mean by YTP. Can't speak for Lauren, but I have. I've seen many of them, especially in the early days of YouTube, like Mario YTPs, Chuckle Brothers YTPs, lots of stuff like that. Good fun. 2. Perhaps you could do a brief history of Chucklevision to honour of the late Barry Chuckle. Well, that's convenient. We just mentioned Chucklevision. Yeah, Chucklevision is a potential brief history. There is history there, and of course the passing of Barry Chuckle is very, very sad. So, no, I'll look into that and I'll see what I can do. And 3. What do either of you think about the new BBC Wreath font? Okay, so BBC Wreath font, is that the font they use like in the little boxes to say BBC 1, 2, 3 and 4? If it is, yeah, it's fine. It's a nice font. It reads well. It's clear. It's nice to print on things, I imagine. I'm a fan of it. Bartos PL says, you didn't notice me, Senpai. Please notice me. Even if I am Polish, I do notice you, mate. Don't you worry. Caden Lucas says, hi Adam, will you do an IDENT review of Film 4's new IDENTs? Not like in the next few weeks. I did have fun doing E4. There's not that much I can talk about Film 4, to be honest, but I'll keep it in mind, for sure. It won't be ignored, but I've got other things planned for the IDENT review. More Tri-Piece Gaming says, 1. Do both of you like Marvel? Yes, we do. And what is your favourite element of The Weakest Link? I mean, Anne Robinson's a big key factor, just her sort of attitude towards it. I prefer it when she's roasting celebrities. I think sometimes she's a bit too harsh on, just the everyday person, but her personality certainly is one of my favourite elements too. And the music. The music is probably second. Scrambled59 says, will you do a video SCARIES or on cyberbullying information films? I didn't know there was that many out there. I mean, there probably is now in the digital age. So I'll probably do my research, but video SCARIES, I think, is nearing its time to have a rest. I'll probably talk more about this in next week's Sunday catch-up, but I do have future plans. And 2, what is your favourite stage musical? Oh, it's gotta be Les Miserables. I know it's the one everyone says, but when I saw that in 2011, I just fell in love with it. It's a great musical. I mean, Hamilton, I saw this summer, was very lucky to see Hamilton, and yeah, that one was high up there as well, but definitely Les Mis for me. Hussein Junaid has a few questions for Lauren, and she isn't here, so I'm going to try and answer these on her behalf based on what I know, but if I can't answer them, I do apologise. So, have you watched Puck Bond 007 on YouTube? Don't think she has. What's your favourite Harry Potter movies? Don't know. She is a fan. I'll find out. 3, have you watched Once Upon a Time? Don't think she has. 4, what's your favourite Disney animated classics Pixar movies? Oh my lord. She loves the Toy Story films, a lot of the early Pixar stuff, and some Disney stuff as well, like the Disney Renaissance era. And 5, do you like eating chicken burger? Well, I don't know if she'd like it because she's actually a vegetarian. Daniel Scarlett has a question saying, did you watch the episode of the reboot of CBBC Raven? Yes, I know you left it. I haven't watched it yet. I have been very busy. I have saved it. I've saved the link because I do intend to watch it at some point. I just need to find the time to view it and maybe review it as well, basically. But no, stay tuned to that because I will get round to it. Bailey the Hoovian Studios has 2 questions. One being, what's your favourite hard-boiled sweet? What are those red and yellow sweets? Apple? No, pear? Apple pear? Not apple pear. Pear, not pear sours. I can't even, gum, no, not gumdrops. I don't even know what I'm talking about. The red and yellow ones. And 2, you should do an IDENT review on the ITV2 IDENTs. Which ones though? Because there's a few of them and I gotta pick and choose. The Original Being says, which channels had the best children's programmes on BBC or ITV? For me, BBC, that's mainly what I grew up with watching. There wasn't that much on CITV that hooked me. But I know a lot of people who will defend CITV, but for me, it's gotta be the BBC. And 2, what are the worst movies you've seen from your childhood? From my childhood that I actually remember thinking are bad, not many. I was one of those kids who just sort of enjoyed anything that got put in front of him. A lot of stuff, you watch as a kid, you think's really slow and boring, but then when you're an adult, you enjoy it. I can't pick one off the top of my head. I'm searching those, you can probably hear in my head. There was a really old film called Little Lord Fauntleroy, I think. I don't remember that being the most engaging thing ever, but, it's what you like, subjective. Beniz Random says, are you collecting the DreamWorks slipcovers? And if you have done, can you show a collection? I have seen the DreamWorks slipcovers. I know they've been around for a few months now. I haven't actually started collecting them. If I was still a student, had student loan, or just had more money, I would do, but money is getting tighter. I have to provide for the basic, bills of adulthood, and I have to work to earn the money. So I can't be basically as frivolous as maybe I have been in the past. So no, I haven't picked up. I would love to at some point. I don't know how long they're going to be around, but if I can, I will definitely show a collection. And do you ever plan on reacting to your first video? My first video was just a really badly shot collection video of Doctor Who, wasn't it? I mean, if there's a demand for me to react to some older videos of mine, I will, but it's not high on my radar. And Dord Khan says, I have to ask, what do you think about close downs, and should we bring it back? And to all IDENT reviews, what's your personal favourite? Close downs. There's nothing wrong with 24-hour broadcasting, in my opinion. I know they do have some, you get some audience. I think the nature of a close down is quite charming. I think they're quite sweet, really, especially when you catch one. So if they did bring them back, I'd be all for it. But I think because of, output and the potential money you can earn from broadcasting more, I don't think we'll ever see it again. My personal favourite IDENT review that I did love the CBBC one where we looked at the history of CBBC IDENTs. That was really good fun. The Simpsons one was also a highlight. Many of the BBC Two ones. I like all of them. I think that's it. I try and do IDENT reviews first and foremost because I have an interest or fascination with that particular era or brand of IDENTs, and that's why I do it. And that is all of your questions for the week. Thank you for asking them as always. Please leave your comments down below and I will try and answer them in next week's Sunday catch-up. But until then, please enjoy the rest of your week. Please do keep watching the videos. They'll all be coming, the Now Review, the Video Scaries, and the IDENT review as well. So until then, have a fantastic week. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time.